Hello everyone, this is Bindu Prabha Sahu. Welcome you all to the YouTube tutorial SNEPS Biology. So here I am with practice set 1 of botany, and this is the part A of practice set 1, and it consists of 35 questions, and we target the exam common PG entrance examination, that is your CPET 2021. Okay, so let's start. The first question: restriction enzymes cut DNA at specific sites known as A. telomeric sequences, B. palindromic sequences, C. terminator sequences, D. attenuator sequences. Okay, तो इसका करेक्ट आंसर हो जाएगा हमारा ऑप्शन बी, दैट इज palindromic sequences. So a restriction enzyme is a protein that recognizes a specific short nucleotide sequence and cuts the DNA only at that specific site, which is known as restriction site or target sequence. Okay, and this is also known as your palindromic sequence. Clear? So this reaction created highly reactive sticky ends on the broken DNA. Okay, so answer हो जाएगा हमारा palindromic sequence. Option B will be the correct answer. Clear? Now come to question number 2. Calcium dependent kinases can control A. cell cycle activities, B. DNA replication, C. cell surface receptors, D. membrane structure. Okay, so this CDKs have the ability to control cell cycle activities during the process of cell division. Okay, so आंसर क्या हो जाएगा हमारा ऑप्शन ए. ओके, ऑप्शन ए विल बी द आंसर, दैट the CDKs, that is your calcium dependent kinases, they can control the cell cycle activities. Now come to question number 3. The proteins that reproduce within the living cells are termed as, जो प्रोटीन लिविंग सेल के अंदर रिप्रोड्यूस कर सकते हैं. ओके, क्लियर? दे आर नोन एज व्हाट? ऑप्शन ए प्लाज्मिड्स, बी फेजेस, सी प्रायॉन्स, डी प्रोफेजेस. ओके, सो इसका आंसर हमारा हो जाएगा ऑप्शन सी, दैट इज प्रायॉन्स. ओके, सो जान लेते हैं व्हाट आर दिस प्रायॉन्स. सो दिस प्रायॉन्स are self-replicating misfolded protein molecules that can reproduce within living cells and cause several neurodegenerative diseases. Okay, clear? Now come to question number 4. Which of the following increases the frequency of agrobacterium mediated genetic transformation? Option A ascorbic acid, option B acetylserinone, option C aflatoxin, option D abscisic acid. Okay, so various antioxidants like your PVPP, your DDT, ascorbic acid, cysteine, they increase the frequency of agrobacterium mediated genetic transformation. Okay, तो हमारा ऑप्शन में क्या है? ऑप्शन ए, that is your ascorbic acid. So answer will be option A. Okay, clear? Now come to question number 5. A pericentric inversion in chromosome involves, option A one arm of chromosome, option B both the arms of the chromosome, option C two different chromosomes, option D more than 2 chromosomes. Okay, so an inversion is a chromosomal rearrangement in which a segment of a chromosome is reversed end to end. Okay, clear? So this inversion can be pericentric or paracentric. In case of paracentric inversion, they don't include the centromere. Okay, and both breaks occur in one arm of the chromosome. Clear? But in case of pericentric inversion, they include the centromere and there is a break point in each arm. तो हमारा यहाँ पे पूछा है व्हाट? योर पेरीसेंट्रिक इन्वर्जन, राइट? तो पेरीसेंट्रिक में क्या होगा? दे इंक्लूड बोथ द आर्म्स ऑफ द क्रोमोसोम. ओके, सो आंसर विल बी option B. Clear? Now come to question number 6. Development of embryo from gametophyte without the intervention of the gamete is known as, option A apospory, option B apogamy, option C apomixis, D aposporogamy. Okay, so what is apospory? apospory is the production of gametophytes directly from the diploid cells of the sporophytes without spore formation or meiosis. Okay, but apogamy, here the gametophyte develops from the sporophyte and the gametophyte is diploid. Clear? Now, in case of apomixis, the reproduction, it is a type of reproduction in which sexual organs of related structures take part, but seeds are formed without the union of gametes. Okay, तो हमारा यहाँ पे और एक है यहाँ पे एपोस्पोरोगामी. ओके, तो एपोस्पोरोगामी तो नहीं होगा, तो कंफ्यूजन ये तीनों में होता है, एपोस्पोरी, एपोगैमी एंड एपोमिक्सिस. तो हमारा यहाँ पे पूछा है कि डेवलपमेंट ऑफ एम्ब्रियो फ्रॉम गैमेटोफाइट विदाउट द इंटरवेंशन ऑफ द गैमेट. तो क्या हो जाएगा हमारा ये एपोगैमी, जिसमें गैमेट्स इन्वॉल्व नहीं होते. क्लियर? सो आंसर विल बी ऑप्शन बी. क्लियर? Now, come to question number 7. The most common ionizing radiation used for mutation in plant improvement program is option A, X-rays, option B, UV rays, option C, gamma rays, option D, protons. Okay, so gamma radiation is the most preferred physical mutagen by plant breeders, and in a large population it helps the plant breeders to use ionizing radiation efficiently in breeding programs. Okay, clear? तो हमारा यहाँ पे क्या आंसर हो जाएगा? हमारा ऑप्शन सी. Okay, that is your gamma rays. Clear? Now come to question number 8. Who of the following made the first successful genetic transformation? ये direct question है, अगर याद है तो आ जाएगा. ऑप्शन ए बोयर एंड कोहेन, ऑप्शन बी एच स्मिथ, ऑप्शन सी निरेनबर्ग एंड खुराना एंड ऑप्शन डी एस बी वेज. ओके, तो आंसर क्या होगा हमारा? ऑप्शन ए, दैट इज बोयर एंड कोहेन, एंड दे डिड दिस इन द ईयर ऑफ 1973. ओके, 1973. क्लियर? आंसर हो जाएगा ऑप्शन ए. क्लियर? नाउ कम टू क्वेश्चन नंबर 9. Which of the following is not a thermostable enzyme? यहाँ पे पूछा है which one is not a thermostable enzyme. Clear? Option A, Taq DNA polymerase, option B, RNA polymerase, option C, PFU DNA polymerase, option D, Wnt polymerase. Okay, तो इसका आंसर हमारा हो जाएगा Wnt polymerase. Okay, answer will be option D. Clear? Now come to question number 10. In numerical taxonomy, the taxonomic entity of the lowest rank used is option A, operational taxonomic unit, option B, individual, option C, lines, option D, taxon. तो पहले ये जान लेते हैं कि what is this numerical taxonomy. Okay, so this is a classification system in biological systematics which deals with the grouping by numerical methods of taxonomic units based on their character states. Okay, clear? So it aims to create a taxonomy using numeric algorithms like cluster analysis rather than using your subjective evaluation by their your properties. Clear? So यहाँ पे जो lowest rank use होता है that is the individual. Clear? So answer will be option B, that is individual. Now come to question number 11. Elaters are absent in option A, Funaria, option B, Markantia, option C, Pellia, option D, Porella. Okay, so what are these elaters? These are tubular cells with spiral thickenings. Okay, and they often help in releasing of spores. Clear? So these elaters are generally present in case of your Hepatocopsida. Clear? And another types of elaters are there called as your pseudo elaters, and they are generally found in your Anthoceratopsida. Clear? Understood? But these elaters, these are absent in case of Bryopsida. Okay, so Funaria among these belongs to what? Bryopsida. Clear? So in case of Funaria we don't find elaters. Clear? Markantia belongs to what? Your Hepaticopsida. Clear? In case of Markantia elaters are present. And understood? Now इसका आंसर हमारा क्या हो जाएगा? ऑप्शन ए. Now come to question number 12. Salicornia is an example of option A epiphyte, option B halophyte, option C mesophyte, option D parasite. Okay, so this Salicornia, it is an example of halophyte. Okay, option B will be the correct answer. तो थोड़ा explanation देख लेते हैं. So this Salicornia belongs to the family Amaranthacea. Okay, and it grows in salty marshes or saline soil. So halophytes, as a halophytes, these are tolerant to excessive concentration of salt in the growth medium like soil. Clear? So इसका आंसर हो गया हमारा क्या? Option B. Now come to question number 13. An outgrowth of the funiculus near its top is known as option A aril, option B baculum, option C caruncle, option D epiblast. Okay, so पहले जान लेते हैं कि ये सब है क्या. नहीं, so option A हमारा क्या हुआ है? aril. Clear? So what is aril? Aril is a collar-like outgrowth from the base of the ovule and it forms the third integument. What it forms? It forms the third integument. Clear? And it arises from the base of the ovule. Okay. Now come to caruncle. Sorry, baculum. नहीं, baculum. It is a bone. Name of a bone. Okay. Now come to caruncle. What is caruncle? Caruncle is formed as an outgrowth of the outer integument in the micropylar region. Okay. It is found in what? Found in micropylar region. Clear? Now come to epiblast. Epiblast, it is a flap-like structure, immature part of the embryo which is present around the growing part of the cotyledon. Okay, where it is present? In the growing part of the cotyledon. Clear? तो हमारा पूछा है कि an outgrowth of the funiculus near its top. So इसका आंसर हमारा क्या हो जाएगा? Option C, that is caruncle. Okay, micropylar region में तो दिखाई देता है. Okay, now आंसर इसका क्या हो जाएगा? Option C. Okay, now come to question number 14. Which one of the following gymnosperms reproduces both vegetatively as well as sexually? Okay, clear? So हमारा ऑप्शन में क्या क्या है? ऑप्शन A Cycas, ऑप्शन B Cedrus, ऑप्शन C Ephedra, ऑप्शन D Pinus. Okay, so your Cedrus, Ephedra and Pinus. Okay, all these three they reproduce sexually. पर यहाँ पे हमें पूछा है what? Vegetatively as well as sexually, right? So हमारा आंसर क्या हो जाएगा? हमारा Cycas. Option A will be the correct answer. Now come to question number 15. Which one of the following is a rod-shaped bacterium? Okay, option A Bacillus subtilis, option B Pneumococcus pneumoniae, option C Streptococcus nigricans, option D Vibrio cholera. Okay, so your in case of these options, option A will be the correct answer. That is your Bacillus subtilis. It is a gram-positive bacteria. Clear? While your Pneumococcus pneumoniae, it is coccicept. Okay? Clear? And this Streptococcus nigricans, it is spherical. And Vibrio cholerae, it is comma-shaped. Clear? And this Bacillus subtilis, this one is rod-shaped. Okay, so answer हमारा option A हो जाएगा. Clear? Now come to question number 16. Which one of the following pairs is correctly matched? Okay, correctly matched. Option A Pistia xeophyte, option B Lemna xerophyte, option C राइजोफोरा हेलोफाइट, ऑप्शन डी कैजुअरिना हाइड्रोफाइट। ओके, तो हमारा जो पिस्टिया है दिस वन विल बी योर हाइड्रोफाइट, क्लियर, grows in excess of water. Lemna, this one also is a hydrophyte. Okay, it is a free floating hydrophyte. Now come to Rhizophora. Rhizophora ये सही है, this one will be your halophyte, and Casuarina, this one is your xerophyte. Clear? So हमारा पूछा है कि which one is correctly matched, so answer will be option C. Okay, Rhizophora, which is halophyte. Okay, now come to question number 17. Which one of the following is a fatty acid polyester? Okay, option A agar, option B lignin, option C pectin, option D suberin. Okay, clear. So जो agar है that is an unbranched polysaccharide of galactose sugar. Okay, clear, it is an polysaccharide. Clear? Lignin, it is a phenolic polymer. Okay, pectin, this is also a polysaccharide, whereas this suberin, it is a complex biopolyester which is made up of fatty acids and glycerol. Okay, तो हमारा पूछा है which one is a fatty acid polyester, तो हमारा क्या आंसर हो जाएगा, ऑप्शन डी. Okay, this one suberin. Now come to question number 18. Which one of the following tissue is not a nutritive tissue? कौन नहीं है एक nutritive tissue? Okay, option A tapetum, option B endosperm, option C endothelium, option D endothecium. Okay, so इसका हमारा आंसर हो जाएगा एंडोथेसियम. ओके, हमारा टैपेटम, एंडोस्पर्म एंड एंडोथेलियम ऑल एक्ट एज न्यूट्रिटिव टिश्यू. ओके, बट एंडोथेसियम इज नॉट अ न्यूट्रिटिव टिश्यू. ओके, सो आंसर विल बी ऑप्शन डी. क्लियर? नाउ कम टू क्वेश्चन नंबर 19. पेरिडर्म includes option A phelloderm, collenchyma and cortex, option B phellem, cambium and cortex, option C all the tissues between epidermis and pith, option D phellogen, phellem and phelloderm. Okay, clear? So what is this periderm? Periderm is the plant's outer layer. Okay, so periderm includes phellogen, phellem and phelloderm. Okay, clear? So answer D will be the correct answer. Clear? तो हमारा जो phellogen है it represents what? Your cork cambium. Remember this. जो phellem है that represents the cork, whereas this phelloderm, this represents the secondary cortex. Clear? So answer will be option D. It is made up of phellem, phellogen and phelloderm. Okay. Now come to question number 20. The taxonomic category class is between option A order and family, option B order and genus, option C kingdom and phylum, option D division and order. Okay, तो अगर हम हायरार्की को ऑब्जर्व करें तो क्या होता है हमारा प्लांट के केस में, सबसे नीचे आ गया हमारा स्पीशीज, उसके ऊपर आएगा जीनस, then comes the family, right, then order, then class, then हमारा आता है डिवीजन. ओके, जो कि हमारे एनिमल्स में क्या होगा, हमारा किंगडम डायरेक्टली आता है, उसमें डिवीजन नहीं होता. ओके, राइट, एंड आफ्टर डिवीजन देन कम्स द किंगडम. क्लियर? अगर हमारा ये एनिमल्स का दिया होता तो हमारा क्या होगा, हमारा डिवीजन को क्या बोलते हैं, हमारा फाइलम बोलते हैं. ओके, क्लियर? सो इन केस ऑफ यहाँ पे दिया है क्लास किसके बीच में आता है, तो क्या क्या किसके बीच में आता है, हमारा डिवीजन एंड ऑर्डर. तो आंसर डी विल बी द करेक्ट वन. ओके, क्लियर? नाउ कम टू क्वेश्चन नंबर 21. तो कंसिडर द फॉलोइंग कोडॉन्स. यहाँ पे क्या क्या कोडॉन्स दिया है? UAA, UAC and UAG. Okay, so which of these are considered to be the termination codons in protein synthesis? तो हमारा प्रोटीन सिंथेसिस में टर्मिनेशन कोडन कौन कौन से हैं? हमारा है UAA, UAG and UGA. क्लियर? तो यहाँ पे UAA तो है, UAG भी है, लेकिन यहाँ पे दिया हुआ है UAC. It is not a termination codon. ओके, तो हमारा क्या क्या ऑप्शन हो जाएगा? ऑप्शन 1 and 3 आर करेक्ट, सो ऑप्शन डी. ओके, दिस वन. क्लियर? नाउ कम टू क्वेश्चन नंबर 22. The number of individuals in each population that can live in a particular ecosystem is limited. Okay, and that number is known as. Okay, एक पॉपुलेशन में, एक पर्टिकुलर इकोसिस्टम में जो इंडिविजुअल्स रह सकते हैं, दैट इज लिमिटेड. ओके, तो ये फेनोमेनन को क्या बोलते हैं? ऑप्शन ए बायोटिक पोटेंशियल, ऑप्शन बी कैरिंग कैपेसिटी, ऑप्शन सी इंट्रिंसिक नेचुरल इंक्रीज एंड ऑप्शन डी दैट इज रिप्रोडक्टिव कैपेसिटी. तो जो कैरिंग कैपेसिटी है, that is the maximum number of individuals of one species that a particular environment can support. Okay, तो यहाँ पे दिया है कि लिमिटेड है बोल के, so answer will be option B. Clear? Option B will be the correct answer. Now come to question number 23. Growth of the pollen tubes occurs. Option A over its entire length. Option B at apical and subapical zones. And option C at apical zone only. Option D at subapical zone only. Okay, so the pollen tube consists of 3 different regions. पहले तो क्या हो गया हमारा apex. Okay, तो apex region में क्या होता है? It is the growth region. Clear? फिर आएगा हमारा subapex. This one is known as your transition region. क्लियर? एंड फिर लास्ट में आ जाएगा हमारा शैंक. क्लियर? एंड दिस इज इट एक्ट्स लाइक अ नॉर्मल प्लांट सेल विद द स्पेसिफिक ऑर्गेनेल्स. तो यहाँ पे हमारा दिखाई देता है सम स्पेसिफिक ऑर्गेनेल्स. क्लियर? तो यहाँ पे पूछा है ग्रोथ ऑफ द पोलन ट्यूब्स कहाँ पे होता है, राइट? So the apex region is where the tip growth occurs and it requires the fusion of the secretory vesicles. Okay, तो इसका क्या आंसर हो जाएगा हमारा? ऑप्शन सी, that is apical zone only. Clear? Now come to question number 24. The protein in the pollen wall that causes allergy is contributed by. Okay, pollen wall में जो प्रोटीन होता है जो कि एलर्जी कॉज करता है, वो क्यों होता है, किसके लिए होता है, कौन से लेयर में? फर्स्ट है ऑप्शन ए एक्साइन, ऑप्शन बी पोलन साइटोप्लाज्म, ऑप्शन सी टैपेटम, ऑप्शन डी इंटाइन. तो ये हमारा आंसर हो जाएगा ऑप्शन सी, दैट इज टैपेटम. ओके, क्लियर? नाउ कम टू क्वेश्चन नंबर 25. In which type of the tapetum do the protoplast of tapetal cells mix or fuse and surround the developing microspores in the anther? Option A glandular tapetum, ऑप्शन बी सिक्रेटरी टैपेटम. ये क्या हो गया है? टैपेटम होगा, टैपेटम हो गया है, नहीं होगा टैपेटम. फिर ऑप्शन सी एमीबॉयड टैपेटम, ऑप्शन डी डुअल टैपेटम. ओके, तो इसका हमारा आंसर हो जाएगा ऑप्शन सी, दैट इज एमीबॉयड टैपेटम. ओके, क्लियर? तो यहाँ पे क्या होता है कि द प्रोटोप्लास्ट ऑफ द टैपेटल सेल्स मिक्स or fuse and they surround the developing microspores of the anther. Okay, now come to question number 26. Which one of the following shows the last diploid stage in the life cycle of angiosperms? Option A microspore mother cell, option B zygote, option C nucellus, option D pollen grains. Okay, so in the life cycle of angiosperms, zygote gives rise to a complete plant, right? So the plant has germ cells, okay, and these germ cells are diploid and they produce gametes, right? So the gametes, then what happens? The gametes then fuse and they form zygote, okay. So the microspore mother cell is the last diploid stage because after that haploid gametes are formed, okay, clear? तो हमारा पूछा है कि लास्ट डिप्लॉयड स्टेज क्या है, सो आंसर विल बी ऑप्शन ए, दैट इज माइक्रोस्पोर मदर सेल. नाउ कम टू क्वेश्चन नंबर 27. The fertilization in which the entry of pollen tube into the ovule takes place through the funiculus is known as. Funiculus के थ्रू हमारा एंट्री होगा, ओके, पोलन ट्यूब का, क्लियर? सो हमारा ऑप्शंस क्या है? एक्रोगैमी, बी चैलाजोगैमी, सी मेजोगैमी, फिर पोरोगैमी. चैलाजोगैमी तो थ्रू चैलाजा होता है, मेजोगैमी क्या होता है? थ्रू इंटेग्यूमेंट्स और फ्यूनिकुलस, एंड पोरोगैमी थ्रू माइक्रोफाइल्स, ओके. तो हमारा पूछा है कि फ्यूनिकुलस के थ्रू क्या होगा, तो आंसर विल बी योर मेजोगैमी, ऑप्शन सी, क्लियर? Now come to question number 28. Bicollateral vascular bundles occur in which one of the following families? Option A, Cruciferae. Option B, Graminae. Option C, Solanaceae. Option D, Cactaceae. तो bicollateral vascular bundles हमारा दिखाई देता है ऑप्शन A, that is Cruciferae में, ओके. तो bicollateral vascular bundle में क्या होता है कि your phloem is present on both the sides of the xylem, okay, clear? Now come to question number 29. What is the edible part of the jackfruit? Jackfruit पता है ना? हाँ, पता ही होगा. Option A, thalamus. B, ripened ovary. C, perianth and seeds. Option D, fleshy area. तो हम जो जैकफ्रूट खाते हैं उसका edible part क्या है? The fleshy area. Okay, option D will be the correct answer. Now come to question number 30. Which of the following genera shows vessels in xylem? Xylem में किसमें vessels होता है? Option A, Cycas. Option B, Pinus. Option C, Netum. Option D, Marsilia. Okay, so इसका हमारा आंसर हो जाएगा option C. Okay, that is your Netum. Clear? Now come to question number 31. Which of the following is devoid of nucleus? Nucleus किसमें नहीं होता है? Option A, mature sieve element. Option B, guard cell of stomata. Option C, collenchyma cell. Option D, companion cell. Okay, तो किसमें नहीं होता है रे? हमारा option A, that is mature sieve element. Okay, now come to question number 32. Lodicules represent the reduced perianth in option A, sages. Option B, grasses. Option C, rushes. Option D, composites. Okay, clear? So what are these lodicules? पता है? मैं बता देती हूँ. So lodicules are of small scales which are situated at the base of the floret of grasses. Okay, so they may represent the reduced perianth and can be involved in the opening of the florets at the time of pollination. Okay, clear? So ये generally हमारा दिखाई देते हैं किसमें? Grasses. Okay, option B, it represent the reduced perianth. Okay, now come to question number 33. In which of the following are heterocysts seen? Option A, nostoc. Option B, cara. Option C, polysiphonia. Option D, spirogyra. Okay, तो what are these heterocysts? पता है? So these heterocysts, these are differentiated cyanobacterial cell which carries out nitrogen fixation under aerobic condition. Okay, तो main काम इनका क्या है? Nitrogen fixation. Okay, so they have thickened wall and they have multi-layered extracellular envelope. Okay, तो ये generally हमारा दिखाई देते हैं हमारा nostoc में. Okay, so answer will be option A. Now come to question number 34. Okay, which one of the following bryophyte has stomata present in the sporophyte? Okay, so हमारा आंसर क्या होगा? ऑप्शन ए रिक्सिया, ऑप्शन बी ड्यूमोटिएरा, ऑप्शन सी मार्कांसिया, ऑप्शन डी एंथोसेरस. ओके, तो किसमें कौन से ब्रायोफाइट में, स्पोरोफाइट में स्टोमाटा प्रेजेंट होता है? सो आंसर विल बी ऑप्शन डी, दैट इज एंथोसेरस. ओके, डी. Now come to the last question of this set. So the mechanism in which the rate of the solute movement increases by interaction of transmembrane proteins is termed as option A endocytosis, option B simple diffusion, option C facilitated diffusion, option D active transport. Okay, तो पहले पता कर लेते हैं कि what are these things. Okay, पहले तो आएगा हमारा what? Endocytosis. So it is a process of taking in of matter by a living cell by invagination of its membrane to form a vacuole. Okay, now simple diffusion. Okay, so it is a process of transport of small or charged molecules or lipid soluble molecules from areas of higher concentration to the area of lower concentration. Okay, फिर आएगा हमारा facilitated diffusion. So it is a process of spontaneous passive transport of molecules or ions across a biological membrane via your specific transmembrane integral proteins. Okay, जो कि हमें पूछा है. फिर आएगा हमारा active transport दिया हुआ है. So it is a process of movement of ions or molecules across the cell membrane into a region of higher concentration to the lower concentration, which is assisted by enzymes and it requires the utilization of energy. Okay, तो हमारा पूछा है कि ट्रांसमेम्ब्रेन प्रोटीन्स के थ्रू होता है, दे इंटरैक्ट फॉर द ट्रांसपोर्टेशन प्रोसेस. ओके, तो हमारा क्या हो जाएगा? हमारा आंसर विल बी ऑप्शन सी, दैट इज फैसिलिटेटेड डिफ्यूजन. क्लियर? So this is all about part A of practice set 1 of botany. Part B will be soon available by Sweta ma'am. So till then, stay tuned with us. Do like our videos, share our videos and subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon next to the subscription button so that you can get all the updates from us. Okay, so we are also social and you can follow us on Instagram and Facebook, and the links to this social media accounts are given in the description box, where you can find many educational as well as biology related videos and informations there. Okay, so thank you and do subscribe to our channel.